much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. This defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The Franks looking to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Franks. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, Franks. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Franks. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Roquan Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Franks. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They go play action with Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
To throw again is Jackson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, back. Right, 97.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready, ready. He's back. Red, yellow. Hey,
in motion, Hill. A final shot before break. Franks. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Swings this out for Hunt. Down inside the 10.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Tucker's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they will not get... Turn this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recount it?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
Now they send a running back in motion right.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.